Carlos Alcaraz drops a bombshell after beating Čilić. What the hell is he hiding? Welcome to Tennis Zone, where we break down every juicy detail from the tennis world. And today, man, do we have something that's making the internet go absolutely crazy. Carlos Alcaraz just kicked off his run at the ATP 500 in Doha with a hard-fought win against Marin Čilić, and instead of just celebrating like any normal player, he went and dropped a cryptic-ass message that's got everyone scratching their heads. There's something nobody knows. Wait, what? What kind of tennis X-Files *T is this? Is he hinting at a secret strategy? A hidden injury? A psychological trick before a potential clash with Novak Djokovic in the semis? Or did he just forget where he parked his damn car? We're about to break it all down. His match, this bizarre statement, and what the hell he could be planning for the rest of the tournament. So if you love tennis and don't want to miss a single twist in this drama, grab some popcorn and stay tuned, because this might just shake up his entire season. A hard-fought win. But what's with the mystery? Carlos Alcaraz's opening match in Doha wasn't exactly a cakewalk. Hell no. Even though he beat Marin Čilić with a solid 6-4, 6-4 scoreline, the match was anything but smooth sailing. It lasted a grueling 1 hour and 40 minutes, packed with moments where the Croatian looked ready to throw a wrench into Alcaraz's plans. Čilić, at 36 years old and possibly nearing the end of his career, was not there just to collect a paycheck. From the very first game, he made it clear that he still had enough firepower to challenge one of the best in the world. The first set was a roller coaster, with both players trading service breaks early on, something very unusual in an Alcaraz match since the guy usually protects his serve like it's the last beer at a party. But then, in the seventh game, boom. Alcaraz broke Čilić's serve and never looked back, closing the set 6-4. The second set? Oh man, that's where things got spicy. Čilić smelled blood when he went up 4-3 and had 3 break points to push the lead to 5-3. That was his golden ticket. But Alcaraz, being the tennis freak of nature that he is, pulled off some absolute wizardry, saved all 3 break points, and then, because just surviving wasn't enough, he broke Čilić's serve right after, flipping the match on its head and cruising to victory. So yeah, the match was intense, but the real WTF moment came after the final handshake. The comment that blew up the internet. There's something nobody know. After the match, while everyone was expecting a classic, "I'm happy with the win" speech, Alcaraz went full cryptic mode in his post-match interview. There's something nobody knows. Excuse me, sir? What do you mean nobody knows? What don't we know? Is he talking about a secret game plan for taking down Djokovic? A hidden injury he's been playing through? A new coaching technique that will turn him into a tennis cyborg? Did he just forget the punchline to a joke and leave us all hanging? Whatever the hell he meant, this one little sentence has sparked a tsunami of speculation across the tennis world. Some fans think he's hinting at a major tactical shift. Others are convinced he's playing mind games before the bigger matches ahead. One thing's for sure, Alcaraz loves keeping us on edge. And if this so-called secret actually means something big, we could be in for one hell of a ride for the rest of the tournament. So stay tuned, because whatever this mystery revelation is, it might just change everything. What the hell did Alcaraz mean? The cryptic message that's driving everyone crazy. Alright, let's get straight to the point. Carlos Alcaraz just dropped a cryptic-ass message, and now the tennis world is in full conspiracy mode trying to figure out what the hell he meant. Is he cooking up a top-secret strategy for an upcoming battle? Has he been training in the shadows like some kind of tennis ninja? Or is there a mystery injury he's been keeping under wraps? One thing's for sure, if Alcaraz keeps pushing forward in this tournament, his biggest roadblock to the title will be none other than Novak Djokovic in the semi-finals. And that's no small detail. Because let's be real, the last time these two met, it wasn't exactly Alcaraz's best day at the office. Back at the 2025 Australian Open, Djokovic gave him a masterclass, exposing a few cracks in the Spaniard's game. And you better believe that Alcaraz is still salty about that one. So, could this cryptic message be his way of saying, "I've been plotting my revenge"? Has he been grinding behind the scenes, fine-tuning a master plan to take down the world #1? Or, and hear me out, is he dealing with some nagging physical issue that he doesn't want to talk about? Secret strategy or hidden injury? The Alcaraz mystery deepens. Let's play detective for a second. While Alcaraz didn't show any obvious signs of discomfort in his match against Čilić, that doesn't mean he's 100% fresh. Tennis is brutal as hell, and the relentless schedule can wear down even the fittest players. If there's an injury nobody knows about, it could definitely be messing with his form in this tournament. On the other hand, maybe his cryptic comment isn't about injuries at all. Maybe he's been quietly reinventing his game, working on some crazy new tactic that he hasn't shown yet. Because let's be honest, Alcaraz is a mad scientist when it comes to tennis. He's constantly evolving, tweaking things, adding new weapons to his arsenal. Maybe he's got a new mental approach, a tactical adjustment, or even a risky AF strategy he's planning to unleash at the perfect moment. And let's not forget, the ultimate goal here is taking down Djokovic and proving once and for all that he's ready to take the throne. The ultimate test. Can Alcaraz finally take Djokovic down? Ever since Alcaraz burst onto the scene, his rivalry with Djokovic has been one of the most electrifying in tennis. He's beaten the Serbian legend a few times, with iconic wins at Wimbledon 2023 and the Madrid Masters 2022. But here's the problem. Djokovic still owns the biggest moments. Whether it's the ATP Finals, the Masters 1000s, or the most recent Australian Open, Noel has shown that when the stakes are at their highest, he's still the boss. If both players advance in Doha, their semi-final clash will be more than just a match, it'll be a statement. For Alcaraz, this isn't just about getting to the final. It's about sending a loud and clear message to the entire tennis world. I'm coming for that #1 spot, and I'm not backing down. So, what's next for Alcaraz in Doha? Well, we're about to find out. But whatever secret he's hiding, one thing is certain. T is about to get real. Before worrying about Djokovic, Alcaraz has to handle business in Doha, and there's more trouble on the horizon. Alright, before everyone gets carried away with the Alcaraz versus Djokovic dream showdown, let's take a deep breath. Carlos still has work to do. His next opponent in Doha will come from the match between Zizou Bergs and Luca Nardi, and while on paper, the Spaniard is the heavy favorite, let's be real. Nothing is guaranteed in high-level tennis. Complacency is the fastest way to a humiliating early exit. If Alcaraz takes care of business in this round, the real fun begins. His quarterfinal match could bring an even tougher challenge before the highly anticipated semi-final clash with Djokovic. But here's the kicker. If he wins the entire tournament, he'll become the youngest champion in Doha since Andy Murray in 2009. Let that sink in. Winning here would be another massive milestone, cementing his incredible start to the season after taking home the title in Rotterdam. But while everyone's focused on his immediate journey in Doha, Alcaraz has been keeping an eye on something else, something that could shape the future of men's tennis. A new threat on the horizon. Joao Fonseca and the future of the sport. Carlos Alcaraz isn't just making waves with his victories, he's also one of the smartest players on tour. He knows that tennis never stops evolving, and with every season, new challengers rise from the shadows. Right now, one name stands out: Joao Fonseca. The 18-year-old Brazilian phenom is no longer just an exciting prospect. He's making a serious impact. And guess what? Alcaraz knows it. Why? Because Fonseca isn't just another next big thing hype train. He's already proving that he can win at the pro level. His recent ATP Tour title in Buenos Aires, where he took down Francisco Cerundolo in a brutal final, sent a loud and clear message. This kid is here to FCK up. But Alcaraz isn't just watching from afar. They've actually trained together before, most notably during the ATP Finals in Turin last year. And if you've been paying attention, you'd have noticed something interesting. Alcaraz has been publicly praising Fonseca, which is both a sign of respect and a subtle warning. Carlos knows talent when he sees it, and he can tell that this isn't just some flash-in-the-pan Cinderella story. Fonseca is a legit threat. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon. Is Fonseca the next Alcaraz? Or something even scarier? Fonseca's aggressive playing style, insane footwork, and killer competitive mentality make him eerily similar to Alcaraz. And here's the thing. Just like Alcaraz wasn't afraid of the big three when he broke onto the scene, Fonseca isn't intimidated by anyone either. So, what happens next? Is Alcaraz going to dominate this new generation, or is Fonseca about to become his biggest nightmare? Let's put it this way. If Alcaraz is the leader of this new wave of players, then Fonseca might just be his greatest rival in the making. The bigger picture. Tennis is changing, and Alcaraz wants to stay on top. Sure, Doha is the focus right now, but Carlos Alcaraz is thinking beyond this tournament. He knows that the old guard is slowly fading. Novak Djokovic is still at the top, but even he can't hold on forever. A new era is coming, and Alcaraz wants to be at the center of it. But he's not alone in this fight. Alongside familiar names like Jannik Sinner, Holger Rune, and Ben Shelton, a new wave of young talents like Fonseca is rising fast. Fonseca's title in Buenos Aires wasn't just a cool story, it was a statement. It proved that these young guns aren't just here to participate, they're here to take over. The real question now is, how long will it take for Fonseca and others to fully establish themselves at the top? Will he become Alcaraz's version of Djokovic, just like Carlos has been the biggest challenge for Novak in recent years? Or does he still need a few more years of grinding before he can consistently compete at Grand Slams and Masters 1000 events? Because here's the reality. Raw talent isn't enough in tennis. You need mental toughness, physical endurance, and adaptability to stay at the top. Alcaraz has already checked all those boxes, but will Fonseca do the same? Or will someone else emerge from the shadows to challenge the Spaniard? A new era is coming. Who will reign supreme? One thing is certain. We're witnessing the beginning of an exciting new chapter in men's tennis. The battles that are about to unfold in the next few seasons will shape the sport for the next decade. Will Alcaraz dominate and become the undisputed king? Or will guys like Fonseca rise up and shake up the status quo? Only time will tell. But for now, we're strapping in for one hell of a ride. So, what do you think? Will Fonseca become Alcaraz's biggest rival? Or is it too soon to tell? Drop your thoughts in the comments and make sure to subscribe to Tennis Zone for all the latest ATP Tour drama. See you in the next video. Tennis Fire.